You got William Shatner on the line.
Oh, that's the best. Thank you, Michael. Hey, William.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you, sir? It's a great pleasure to talk to you. How much radio are you doing, by the way?
You're right there at the beginning.
Oh, goody.
So we'll warm you up.
Yeah.
Hey, William, listen, we've got a lot of bases to cover, and I want to let you know that we rented a geek to go back in time and talk a little Star Trek, if you're okay with that.
Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
That'd be great. Can we start off, first of all, the reason why you're doing some radio, and we're happy about this, is that, this album that came out, how many albums have you done in the past?
About a half a dozen.
And this one, is this, you're going in a different direction with this? You're going to Christmas us up? What are you going to do?
Well, this is a Christmas album filled with Christmas songs, most of which are traditional. And I tried to take it out of the tradition and bend it a little bit my way. And having musicians that wouldn't ordinarily be connected with Christmas songs playing a different version of the Christmas song. And what's happened is that this unique blend of people and talents and songs has made a what is being called an instant classic. This is an album that if you celebrate Christmas, even if you don't, this will make you happy. And when I finished it, I wondered if it was as good as I thought it was, because I thought, my goodness, this is good, but you don't know whether it is or not until an audience tells you. And now the audience is telling me that what I thought was good it was right.
William, my favorite on the album is Feliz Navidad. Do you have a favorite?
Well, I tried to invent as much as possible. There is a epic poem by Blades Anthony that I asked him to write me a Christmas song, and he writes about a soldier at war wondering what Christmas is like back home. And we put music to it, and I think it's a classic. I think it's a new song, it's an original, and I think it'll be around for a while. It's so heartfelt. Blades wrote some beautiful words. That may be my favorite in that it is so meaningful.
And William, a couple of other directions to go here in our short period of time we've got with you. William Shatner, our guest. One of my favorite things you ever did was Boston Legal. Why isn't that show still on, and why aren't you still smoking cigars out on the deck with James Spader?
Funny. Well, all shows are canceled when the powers that be deem that it's not popular enough or it's not making enough money. Nobody cancels a show that is sloughing off profit.
So it wasn't the cigar budget. You didn't blow through that, right? I mean,
the cigar budget. No, it wasn't the cigar budget. Right. That could make you sick, by the way.
I know, right? Oh man.
Yeah, it took a day to shoot those balcony scenes.
Serious?
And in that day, you might smoke 20 cigars.
Whoa!
Dang!
One time I came home and I was sick. It's called aversion therapy.
That'll do it.
Yeah, they used to talk about taking a cigarette where you stub out your cigarette ashtray and hold it to the cigarette smoker's nose to make them realize how bad the smoking is for them.
Oh, man.
Right.
Wow.
Good method.
Quite the therapy.
Yeah.
And William, we hired a geek actually to talk a little bit about Star Trek because a big fan, but I found an even bigger fan, Brad Ludwig, one of our friends from our IT department with all our internet stuff. And Brad is right here in studio to ask a couple of those.
Hey,
all right, Brad, I'll try and answer your question.
Well, it's kind of early, so I'll try not to be overly geeky at you.
No, but first of all, Brad,
Yes.
let me ask you, have you heard Shatner Claus yet?
No, I have not heard it yet.
Brad, you haven't heard this Christmas album that's getting all these great reviews?
No, but you know what? I will be.
What? when will you do that, Brad?
Probably within the next few days.
Give me narrow it
An
down
exact
even more.
day and time. How about Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Central?
I'm going to hold you to that.
Pressure's on.
What's your question, Brad?
Well, my first question goes back to your book, Star Trek Memories. And you mentioned that, City on the Edge of Forever is, the most beloved episode ever. Harlan Ellison wrote it, and it was epic. There was no way that you could put it in the time you had. It was beyond the budget you guys had, and he was really salty when he won the award, and he was salty to you and Gene Roddenberry about not being true to what he had written. Did anybody ever get him to admit that he was wrong?
Brad, your question Your question is far longer than my answer.
Yeah, I had a feeling when I wrote it down that was going to be the situation.
Well, read the damn thing, will you?
Did anybody ever get Harlan Ellison to admit that he was wrong about it?
Harlan Ellison is past to wherever great writers go.
Yes.
And I'm sure he's leaning against a post right now thinking, why didn't I tell Shatner how good he was in the play that I wrote for him?
And by all rights, he should have.
And do you have another long question, Brad?
I've become that guy. I apologize. Hey, Tech War, you co-wrote that. Any plans on doing anything with it or revisiting?
We're trying to make it an animated series.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
I've got that going.
Oh, cool.
Brad, thank you so much for asking me those questions. I'm going to hold you to playing Shatner Claus on Thursday at 7 o'clock.
I will do so, sir.
You can do it. You can do it.
I will.
I hope you will. Gentlemen, thank you so much for talking to me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I look forward to the next time.
William, all the best. Happy Hanukkah. We love you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.